What's up, motivators? Timothy McCain here, and I hope you have been doing well. Family, I cannot believe it has been already over a year since I started this channel, TM Motivations. Family, I remember as if it was yesterday, me going back and forth, wondering, saying, man, can I do this? What do I need? I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. And I remember shooting a vlog that's actually posted in this channel. I'll put the link in the description. And I was having a conversation with myself and having a conversation with you about this notion of how I kept saying how things were impossible when I really meant it was just difficult. And I kept saying things like, I can't do this, I'm not able to do this. But I really realized I really was saying that I won't. I was making the conscious and the cognitive decision not to do it, not to strive, or not to try. And so, family, a year from now, thinking about looking around, like the equipment, the learning, so much I have learned in this season, that I wanted to do a couple of series of videos about simply what I have learned. Now, by no means am I a professional at all. That is the truth. There's plenty of other YouTube channels out there that'll help you take this place to a professional place. But I want to talk to individuals where you were just where I was a year ago. Maybe you're there right now where you just want to start a YouTube channel. You want to start just being in front of the camera, and you just don't know where to start at all. Family, let me tell you one of the most powerful things you can do. Most powerful things you can do in this particular moment, before you go to Amazon, before you go to Best Buy, before you go to an electronics store, before you make a purchase, before you slide your debit card, before you do anything at all in starting this journey, one of the most powerful things you can do is starting. I know that may sound oxymoronic to the last sentence that I said. How can you say, what are you talking about? The most powerful thing you can do before you purchase an equipment is starting. What I mean is you're making up in your mind that you're going to use what you have to get you to where you're going to be. Come on, for the people in the back, I'm going to say that again. So you will use what you have to get you to the place you are going to be. So if all you have is a phone, that's a great place to start. If you're saving, I'm just going to save up for more money. I'm going to save up to try to get this big camera. I'm going to save up before I can get these lights. I'm going to save up. I can do. No. I get it. I get it. The heart of professionalism and things of that nature, and get a thing up to that place. But the problem with that is that it will always be another excuse that we can put before us, that we are giving our procrastination permission to live in our present. And as long as procrastination is present, is fed, and is worshiped in our current state of mind and life, we will continue to push our dreams and our purpose further and further and further. Right? But if you will just get rid of all the notions of excuses you have been creating to yourself and starting, and along the way gather these areas of equipment, it's amazing what can happen. And so I just want to put a little fire under you right now. I just want to stir up that desire within you. I just want to speak to that purpose and that destiny in you right now, even in this particular realm and concept of YouTube and of vlogging and being in front of the camera. Fam, starting. So I started off with this particular phone, right? And by no means am I a professional. Obviously, proof is in the pudding. But family, you can go to my first videos. You can already see a whole different audio quality, video quality, things of that nature. But I started with my phone, and I had to confront the greatest hindrance was not my bank account. The greatest hindrance was me. It was this, and I've talked about this in my first vlog, this notion that I was saying it's impossible when it's just difficult. I kept saying I can't when I really meant I won't. And I have this tug of war inside of me that it kept my purpose at a far and seemed unreachable, not because I couldn't make a purchase, but because I wouldn't put a demand upon my own potential. And so maybe you're right there. Maybe you will have this longing, but you're fearful of starting. You're fearful like it's not going to be right. You're fearful like, well, I'm not going to get a lot of views. You feel like I'm not going to get a lot of followers. Listen, it's not about the followers, not about the views. At the beginning, especially, family, it's not about even an interaction at first. Sometimes the greatest Goliath you have to confront is Goliath looking you in the mirror. It's the greatest fight you got to fight. Is the one inside of you. The greatest enemy you got to slay is your own fear and procrastination. And so, can I just tell you to starting? What do you have right now? If all you have is a phone, starting. that's a great place to start, family. And there's so much you can do with your phone. And there's plenty of other YouTube videos that can help you take to the next level. But I just want to speak right now to your potential. And so the next purchase that I made, okay, I wanted to take this to the next level. I wanted to, really make an investment. The very first investment I made was this particular camera. Now, I'm going to show you a camera that is the most, for me, because it's not like I've tested a bunch of cameras. All right, so let's be real. But for me, this camera has been an absolute game changer. And it's been a game changer for a couple of things. It's usability, it's simplicity, right? And I feel like it everything I needed at the time. And I wanted something that I can do everything I needed to do in the auto selection, and it will make everything that I do seem better. So something that will autofocus, something that will look good, something that will track, something. And so this particular camera, the Canon G7X Mark II, has been a huge blessing regarding my beginnings and even my now. And so right now I'm shooting from the Sony a6400, and I'm going to do another video, comparison video about that, and I'll give maybe reasons why I moved to this particular camera at the end of this. But this camera still is dope. And so again, I wanted something that I can do everything from the auto section. All you have to do is put it on auto. There's a dial here. Put it on auto, and then you just press the on button, and then it comes on. Right, and then from there you see there's a place you can zoom in and zoom out, and then there's a you press the shutter button. I don't know the right word. Shutter button. Boom, and it snaps a pic. Right, and then right under that, everything is like super obvious, and then you boom. So there's a record button, and boom, you're recording. And then all you gotta do is you can even press the shutter button to turn it off, or you can press the record button to turn it off. Right, and so like how I can't mess that up, right? And so first one I'm looking for is usability, something I can put it on the auto section and it'll do everything. And then I wanted something for a flip camera that I can turn a flip screen, so I can turn the screen up so I can see myself and see what I'm doing. And so this is just a life tip for you regarding these things. You got to make sure that when you flip up the screen, you're not looking at the screen, you're looking at the lens, because when you look at the lens, you're making eye contact with the people you're talking to on the other side of that screen. And so one was I wanted something usability. I wanted something with the screen. So again, because I'm a one man show, so I'm doing that. I can make sure I'm in the right frame and all this other jazz, right? And I wanted something that was portable. I wanted to get rid of any excuse I had that, well, I don't want to feel like hauling this camera around. I don't feel like carrying this around. Listen, I'm going to get rid of any excuse I've had because I travel for a living. This right here, this point and shoot is so small. I took it everywhere with me. And even the times I didn't have a tripod, I was being as innovative or ghetto, whatever you want to call I could be, and put it on stacking books or putting on top of dressers. I'm 6'6", y'all, so I'm a tall dude. And stacking, probably, you can only imagine how many books I had to stack. Putting up there, pressing the record button and do what I got to do. And so it's those three things, family, that really got portability, usability, and getting the screen. And literally, I've shot all my videos up until recently with this thing, and it has been absolutely incredible. And so some of the things, the reason that pushed me to get to the to make a purchase to the Sony a6400 to watch a bunch of YouTube videos. Man, shout out like to Think Media and all these amazing videos out on YouTube. But I wanted something where I could have interchangeable lenses, and I'll get to it in the next video as I review again another noob review of the Sony a6400, and then a comparison video with the two. But I wanted something with interchangeable lens. I wanted something that shot 4K. I wanted something that had no recording limit, and so that's why I got this camera here. So anyways, family, this. I cannot believe I'm a year from now, right? I made some investments, learned some things. I made some audio purchases, some video camera purchases, tripod purchases, my interface, the Zoom H6, and things of that nature. And learning how to put all this stuff together, and learning about all this other jazz and editing and Final Cut and stuff. So this has been a journey. And so this video is a couple of things. Number one, I believe I wanted to be in place of encouragement to you. I want to speak to those people who you are just at the fence. You're just like, I don't know if I can do this. And you just talking yourself out of it. Start starting. Look to your neighbor and say, neighbor, start starting. right? It is super important. Get rid of the excuses, get rid of the fear. Who cares? It's not about how many subscribers you have. It's not about how many followers you have. It's family, like I said, before you try to take the journey or something that's gonna build your base or your business or just your community or whatever later, the greatest hindrance you gotta fight is yourself, fam. And just getting rid of every excuse. Maybe you don't pick up the Canon G7X Mark II yet. Maybe just shoot from your phone or your iPhone or your Android or whatever. Maybe you start there. But I'm telling you, fam, this is a great place to start. And as someone who is still learning, but I would pay other people. Listen, I would pay other people to shoot video and edit it for me because I was so ignorant. And not only so ignorant of it, I was so fearful of it because I felt like I was going to mess everything up. And man, I'm amazed as you take this journey, you realize how you can be self-sufficient and you can learn along the way. And there's a great on-ramp that you can progress to be even better than you ever been before. It's absolutely incredible. So anyways, I want this video to be encouragement to you. I want it to be a milestone for me as well. That man, I look back even a year from now as I shot this video and said, man, Timothy, you learned a lot. So there's a couple things I need to learn a whole lot about lighting. I'm challenging myself, especially with the Sony a6400 with these interchangeable lenses, learning about lenses and wide angles and bokeh and all this other jazz. I'm taking the journey, family, of taking my camera off the auto option and learning how to shoot manual and all this other jazz and all this. So I know it's gonna be a huge journey, but I'm excited in this. And so I hope this video has been an encouragement to you. And I hope that it just sparked a fire in you, fam. Listen, can you give yourself some permission? Can you give yourself some permission to fail? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you a failure. It doesn't make you a failure at all, fam. Listen, can you give yourself some permission to try, to move forward, to fall forward? Oh, well, I didn't like the way that looked, or that video didn't came out right. Well, now you know what didn't work. Now next time you can do a video and change what you know that didn't work. But that's still progress. That's still success. So motivators, I want to challenge you to do these things you're in your heart to do. So if you want to vlog, video, if you want to do anything at all, starting. No more excuses. Because remember, you can no longer say it's impossible because it's just difficult and it only requires more effort. And I believe you can do this. All right, family, that's it for me. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. And let me ask you, maybe you're watching this and maybe you're just started. What camera did you start off with? Did you start with a phone? Did you start with a camera? And did you make another purchase, another camera, or what type of equipment did you buy that you felt like you needed as you grew to who you are today? So anyways, God bless you all, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.